Hey guys, But here back from the other today, guys. And as you can see, guys, we're going to react to some deep web videos. And we've got the face cam on today.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're with Riley. So, yeah, we're just going to be looking at them. So, let's get the face cam a little bit.
And let's look up videos. Let's look up
We already got
stories. Story. Mr.
Okay,
Hammer.
okay. Let's look at it, guys.
Alright, guys.
All rights reserved to any of these YouTubers. Here, let's get into the video just so we don't watch too much.
Suddenly turned black, and a chat box popped up.
Oh my god.
Next to the chat box was a black video screen. I wish that I had just clicked the back button at that point, but instead, I typed hey in the chat box. What happened next was weird. Someone wearing a mask sitting in a dark room popped up on the screen. I felt like my heart stopped when I saw my face pop up on the screen as well. The website was using my webcam, even though I naturally keep it off. I covered it with my thumb and tried to close the page, but at this point my taskbar was gone, along with the minimize and exit buttons at the top of the Tor window. I tried hitting Ctrl-Alt-Delete, but it did nothing. And then there was a muffled, distorted voice coming from my speakers. I could only assume it was the guy in the mask speaking. He was masking his voice with some kind of voice changer. I clearly remember he said, "I still see you, James." My heart sank.
Oh my god.
I began holding the power button on my laptop, and it felt like an eternity before it finally cut power. I didn't know if I should report what happened to the police, but from what I knew, everything was anonymous with Tor, so it didn't even seem worth it. It was obviously just a low-life hacker. I went on with my life after deleting the Tor browser from my computer, but about 2 weeks later, my mom threw a letter in my room. She told me it came in the mail for me. There was no return address on it. I ripped the letter open and unfolded the paper tucked inside. In huge letters that filled the paper were the 3 words, "Don't come back." I felt like I was going to throw up from the sickening feeling it gave me. I crumpled up the paper and threw it away. I didn't call the cops as it seemed pointless, and I didn't tell my mom because it would only cause her to panic. But I have no idea how or why they got my address.
That is so creepy.
Oh.
My worst experience on Tor was stumbling upon a horrific, sickening page called Human Experiments. I don't remember where exactly I found it. It was buried deep somewhere in a link archive page. The homepage described the content on the site. I was distraught at what I was reading. It said in a red, bloody font, "The experiments conducted for this website are to prove that not all humans are born equal." The people chosen to be experimented on were usually homeless, but also the unfortunate souls that happen to get caught by these sick fucks. These so-called experiments ranged from starvation and water restriction, reactions to extreme pain and torture, infections and diseases, and even infant tolerances to x-rays, pain, and heat. I had seen all those horrific shock videos like 3 Guys, 1 Hammer, so I thought I would be prepared for what I was going to see. But I wasn't. I made the mistake of clicking on the first link to the experiment photos. I honestly had to retain the urge to puke. I don't want to even give a description of what I saw, but I'll just say there were innocent victims, people just like you and I, going through horrible, horrible things that nobody should ever go through. Against my better judgment, I scrolled the entire page, and it only got worse. Pretty soon a whole section dedicated to infants and toddlers came up. I had somehow made it to the bottom of the page, and then a little box popped up on the screen. I didn't know what it was until a line of text popped up. The text said, "Did you enjoy the site?" I realized it was a chat box. I typed, "Who is this?" The stranger promptly replied, evading my question by saying, "What was your favorite part of the site?" I asked the same question again.
This is
This
creepy.
time he actually acknowledged my question and told me he was the site owner. I told him that this was sick and inhumane, and that I would report the site immediately. That was my biggest mistake telling him that, because after a short pause, he finally said, I see your name is Michael, and you live in Massachusetts. He was right, but instead of clicking out of that browser right away, I typed in, no, you're wrong. About 10 seconds later, he typed something that made my heart feel like it shriveled up, and that was my address, my complete, correct home address. His final words were, have a nice day. I closed the browser and slammed my laptop shut. I called the police first thing before even telling my parents. When the cops got to our house, I explained everything to everyone at once. They wanted to see my computer since I didn't remember the link to the website. Unfortunately, the Tor browser doesn't save your browsing history, so I couldn't even help them in shutting down this website. The cops told us that if what I said was true, that we should find another place to stay as soon as possible. Thankfully, this was around the time that we were looking to move away anyway. I couldn't believe how fast my parents were able to sell the house and find another. I apologized to them every day for a month after this happened. I hated to have to make them go through this all. I liked to think the guy in the chat was just bluffing, but I couldn't take the chance. I don't think anybody should ever look into the deep web, as there's no good to come of it.
One second, I'm just gonna skip a little bit so we don't get copyright.
Going off, but I was so desperate to get that grass. I knew exactly where that building was, so I drove over and got there within 5 minutes. I parked the car
Hang on,
behind
let's
the
find
building.
the original.
No, because we'll get a copyright thing.
No, we won't.
A little bit later, he texted me telling me he found a much better place to do the deal. It was behind an old closed-down retail store at the edge of town. My sketchiness alarm was going off.
Okay, so guys, right now it seems in this one that they're supposedly buying weed. So they're going to some place, and it looks to be shady out dark.
I was so desperate to get that grass. I knew exactly where that building was, so I drove over and got there within 5 minutes. I parked the car behind the building, but couldn't see anyone else there. Then I got a text saying he was on his way. That made no sense, because if he lived an hour away, how would he know of this place? I sat there for like 20 minutes trying to get another response from him, but he never answered. I decided to just give it up. I had a feeling something sketchy was going on and that I should just leave while I still could. It took me 10 minutes to get back home. My front door was open. I knew I had shut it, so I was worried that my parents had gotten home early. I parked my car in the driveway since my dad didn't take it and went back inside. The light upstairs in my parents' bedroom was on, and I heard some kind of shuffling noise. I shouted Mom and Dad, and the noises stopped. The door to the room slammed shut, and I knew something was wrong. My dad's car wasn't even in sight, and now he's not answering. It took me long enough to realize that whoever was in there wasn't either one of my parents. Since I'm a straight-up idiot, I grabbed a carving knife from the kitchen and charged upstairs to my parents' room. I practically almost broke down the door after slamming it open. I didn't see anyone, but I right away picked up on the fact that my mom's jewelry case was opened. I grabbed the phone in my parents' room and called 911, but something grabbed me from under the bed. I used the knife in my hand to stab their arm, and the man under the bed began to scream in agony. Since it was a corded phone, I couldn't leave the room with it. All I had time to tell the police was that someone broke into my house and then gave them my address. The man crawled out from under the bed with the knife still in his arm. He didn't even look at me. He just ran straight for the front door into his car. The best I could describe him was that he was a black man with a backwards hat and raggy clothing, and he drove a black Honda Accord. Of course, I couldn't tell the police much. I couldn't bring up the website, as it was illegal to use it. All I could do was describe him to the best of my ability. So he's still out there home free. I can only guess he got my address by hacking me somehow.
Alright, guys.
Oh my gosh. These are freaking creepy.
So, guys, that was the video. Honestly, I don't know what to say. That was really creepy.
Yeah, like...
Especially the first one, I think, was the creepiest.
That's just creepy, guys.
So, actually, guys, I think... Yeah, let's do one more of these.
Okay, here. Let's go and find one. We'll find one. Okay, guys, it seems we found one
The deep
for...
web has gained a notoriously bad reputation over the past year. According to a lot of stories claimed to be real, the deep web is some place where people are constantly stalking you on any website you go on. People are watching you through your webcam, or people are tracking you and arriving at your front door. That's not really what happens on the deep web. The real horrors of the deep web actually rest in something called the dark web, and these are the videos and images that you can find. These usually range from child pornography to snuff films.
Oh my gosh, not... I don't want to see any snuff films.
Wait, what's a snuff film?
They kidnap people and kill them. That's what a snuff film is.
They don't show it, though.
That comes with the underground feeling of the deep web. It has to seem like the perfect place for these kinds of people to browse, watch, and share their favorite types of content. And thus, that's how some pretty sick videos arise on the deep web. So without further ado, here are 6 disturbing videos that can be found on the deep web.
It's alright.
To start this off, a video a lot of people know about by now.
This is the one I was just talking about.
Soup. The video shows a shirtless man sitting at a table in an otherwise empty room, and it appears as though he is being forced to eat the contents of the bowl in front of him, forced by the 2 people dressed in costumes surrounding him. He appears to be crying, implying that he is being held captive and is eating whatever is in the bowl against his will.
Oh my god. See, this one... It's not that it's creepy, it's just... It's creepy, obviously, but... It's just weird.
A widely accepted theory by now about this video is that it's a snuff film and the contents of the bowl are human remains. Unbeknownst to many, there is a second part to this video. Whether it takes place before or after this first one is unknown. But in the second clip, the same man is sitting at the table eating from the bowl. The 2 people in costumes come in, and eventually one runs up to him, seemingly about to attack him. But before anything could happen besides a short, cut-off scream, the video cuts to black. It's been found out that the 2 costumes in the video resemble the creations of a man named Raymond Persy, who has a Daily Motion account filled with videos featuring...
Guys, these are creepy. Holy...
the same costumes, including the blank room soup video. However, in the description for it, Raymond claims he did not make the video and would never make a video like it. YouTuber Rainbot actually got some information from Raymond himself regarding this, and she learned that some of the original Ray Ray costumes had been stolen, and that Raymond received an email with this video attached soon after. Given that the creator himself knows nothing about the making of this video only adds to the mystery. Perhaps we may never know if this video was simply made as a joke, or if the man at the table really went through something horrible.
That's creepy. Number 2, guys. This one's gonna be worse.
Here, we'll watch this last one.
This video, referred to as the Hamburger Lady, seems to be some kind of creepy short film meant to tell the story of the Hamburger Lady.
Okay. Hamburger Lady is a song by the
Right.
Throbbing Gristle, and is considered one of the scariest songs ever recorded. The song is about a woman who was a burn victim in a hospital ward. Everyone called her the Hamburger Lady because her skin was so badly burned that it resembled hamburger meat.
Jeez.
Alright.
That's just terrible enough in itself.
It features cryptic messages along with disturbing loud audio layered over some sort of shaky black and white effect to make the video more ominous. Because of the cryptic messages, it's hard to decipher what the actual meaning is to this video. For for all anybody knows, this was just a project made as a joke. But it could also be holding some kind of message.
Oh God. See that face?
This one's not that
The video
bad.
was found on the deep web, and if it weren't for that, maybe it wouldn't be as disturbing. Some people actually believe that there's some sort of correlation between this video and a similar video found on the deep web. However, whether that's true or not is completely unknown.
Let's watch the video, we have time.
One of the more brutal and horrific things that could be found on the deep web are crush videos or crush porn. Crush porn is the sick act of paying to watch a live animal, typically a small one such as a kitten or a puppy, being crushed to death. The act is usually performed by one or more individuals stepping on or smashing a small animal in order to crush it, and to add to the sickness, people actually have a fetish for this and get aroused by these videos. Usually the ones doing the crushing are women wearing seductive outfits and high heels, and for an extra price of about $400, viewers can request what they want to see crushed, how they want it to be done, and what they want the women wearing. Honestly, what is the human species? Not a lot is known about this following video. It's said that the woman in the video was hired from somewhere in South America to be a full-time housekeeper. However, it turned out that her thought-to-be employer actually took her in for darker reasons of his own. As it said, he was the owner of a page on the dark web with a webcam recording a room for a live stream where he would perform heinous acts on her. She was more or less turned into a slave by the man who contacted her, supposedly trapping and torturing her. She managed to lock herself into said room with the webcam, which you see on the screen, but there was no water and little food left in the room. He left the webcam on her 24/7 so he and other people could watch her on the live stream. At this point in the video, the woman writes a message on either side of a piece of cardboard. On the front she wrote, "I have food for 2 more days. There is no water." On the back she wrote, "Anybody gets to see this on the internet, come find me, help me." Shortly after, the video cuts ahead to the woman reacting to something behind the desk pinned up against the wall, very likely a door that she blocked with it. She grabs something sitting on the ground to use as a weapon against whoever is trying to break into the room, likely the same people who contacted her in the first place. Before we can see what happens next, the video ends. Nobody seems to know what happened next, or if this video is even real. But the woman's behavior and reactions just look too real, and if I had to guess, I would personally say it's real.
A bit more graphic in
Existence
terms of their
the following
description.
video is not certain, but rumors have circulated from many, more notably from the YouTuber Takedown Man, and according to a select few, the video is far too real. The video supposedly starts with a woman and a baby on a table in frame. The woman appears to be the baby's mother. A car suddenly arrives in the background, and 2 men get out quickly, one pushing the mother down, and the other taking the baby to the car. The video then cuts for a few seconds, before resuming now in what appears to be a forest. The woman can be seen tied to a tree as she screams in fear. The 2 men reveal a small device that is used for shredding tree trunks. They turn the machine on and grab the woman's baby off the same table that was in the earlier shot, and as the woman screamed in horror, they drop the baby into the machine. The men take the remains that spill out of the machine and proceed to make burgers out of it, hence the name of the video. Surprisingly, many people have shared their experiences watching the video, and they all seem to describe the video similarly. However, until the video or its original link is leaked to the surface web for the public, the existence and the whereabouts of the baby burger video remains a mystery.
Guys, we got one more.
This is the last one.
This one's gonna be bad.
Possibly the most sought after, most controversial, and most disturbing video to ever land on the deep web was Daisy's destruction. The Australian mastermind behind the video, Gerard Scully, owned the company No Limits Fun, which would charge people anywhere from $100 to $10,000 to run the show, which would be live on video, and to do whatever they wanted with a select group of children that could be anything from rape to torture and to murder. This particular video consisted of 3 little girls, Daisy, Liza, and Cindy. Daisy was only 18 months old at the time of the video, Cindy was 9, and Liza was 12. The graphic details of the video are said to be as follows. The video is said to be around 45 minutes long. In the video, 2 adults, 1 male and 1 female, physically and sexually tortured the 3 young girls. Alligator clips are used throughout the video on the girls as a method of inducing more pain. Cindy was the one who got it the worst. She was beaten several times, defecated on, and supposedly had her limbs severed using a machete. What caused her death was not loss of blood, but strangulation by one of the men in the room. Miraculously, the other 2 girls survived. However, due to the sexual abuse, Daisy will never be able to bear children. Now, the original video had been taken down by the FBI. However, there are many still frames from the video floating around the surface web. A certain link has also been floating around for a while, which leads to a video titled Daisy's Destruction on a child pornography website. However, the video is not the same.
Oh, we got the phone ringing. Okay, guys, that's it for today's video of us reacting to deep web videos on YouTube. Like, these are crazy, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
jeez. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to your channel, Riley's channel will be in the description. And so you guys all know we're not going to die. It was my dad calling on the phone, so we're fine. We're not dead yet.
Yet.
Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching.
But if you know.
But if that's no.